This is the trade review for Thursday, the 25th of July 2024. And it's been a while since I actually took a trade. I've been ready in the mornings, but we've had sell-offs just like today, and uh, it's been difficult for me to pull the trigger for a lot of reasons. But today AMD looked like it could have a rest day. We had very tight pivots yesterday, and as a result, we ended up running down to S6. So today the pivots were a bit wider. So I was expecting a run from S3 or S4 inside the range. But one of the things I noticed is that we opened below previously close and yesterday's range. So these look like a breakout to the downside again. So we were reacting the gray area or S3 level for a breakdown, and we actually came down to S4 and broke down with a retesting right away. So I missed out on the move. There was no real pullback, maybe here at the pre-market low, but with this doji, I was actually cautious of a run to the top side, which was my original plan after such a big run. But I didn't take this long because the ask was empty and still remains empty. So there's no interest in buyers or I mean sellers to the top side, just buyers onto the downside. So it's not good for a long. And of course, I didn't take this one. Notice that the price was pretty close to pre-market low again. So I tried to take a trade here, and I did. We were struggling with volume on this run to the top side. The ask was empty, so I decided to pull the trigger. And as you can see, I got stopped out very close to the penny. I should have waited for a rejection top week like this. So this is not really a good trade. If I had waited a little bit like this for this second entry that I made, I would have been able to take more passive partials. So instead of taking an aggressive partial that forces me to move my stop loss to break even, I will have been able to hold through these pullbacks because my stop loss will be here. So, and I will have the patience, the emotional resistance to hold through this pullback and take a very passive partial at 3 to 1 and then so on and so on. So it's a bad trade management on my part because I made this bad entry. And then here, because of my previous loss, I decided to take an aggressive partial at 2 to 1 and move my stop loss at break even, and unfortunately got stopped by 2 3 cents, 4 cents actually. So and now the stock continues to drop. I was thinking about taking another partial below VWAP, and it seems now that we're about to break down from S4 again. But it could be a nice breakdown from S4 trade. But after those two trades, I'm ending up at break even. I'm not really interested in doing it anymore. So plus the fact that I missed out this move, this is my bread and butter, but I haven't been able to perform or to execute. Um, Today, I would say within our respect rules, that trade was a bit anticipated. 7 8, 3 times fine, fine, excellent preparation, adaptable to changes, and identified what the market likes to do. Did not hit goal today. 50% execution, 2 trades, one on one, and zero. So it's kind of uh, it's okay performance. Um, if I had been better with my first trade, instead of trying to play the candles, just play the reaction, I would be much better off. But I didn't. The second trade was excellent. Just that because of my partialing process, I had to move my stop loss early to break even, and that's what turned a really excellent trade into a small win trade. Yes, bearish win and more. So success, no. Yes, so loss. Oh, so this doesn't count because it's an invalid trade. Win 1R and anticipated. Do not wait for signal. So I have to be careful not to fall into something that's outside my trading playbook. This signal was much more important, much more defined and valid, and gave that's why it gave a really nice opportunity for a short here. And this was a perfect place, this perfect trade location for a second entry if you miss the first run to the downside, especially on a trend day, which turned out to be double distribution trend day. We have distribution here and down here, so I think it's gonna test again the bottom at 137, and if not, it's gonna attempt and maybe reverse at S5, but seems like it's free falling unless I'm wrong and decides to run to the top side back inside the range, but I doubt it. The level 2 is pretty empty to the top side, so it's gonna try and hit these buyers down there. So yeah, I got this. Unfortunately, not a profitable day, but we recovered at the first loss from my anticipated trade that got stopped out to the pennies. So that's it for me today.